the left is still going off about tariffs. They think we don't understand what's going on. They keep mentioning that the consumer is going to be paying the tariffs. We understand that part. We are trying to bring everything back to America. Donald Trump is trying to bring everything back to America. And not just that, he's trying to get other countries to lower their tariffs. I'm sorry that he's 10 steps ahead of you and you can't see it. We can see it. Stop coming on our channel and posting shit that we already know more about than you. Have a great day.
We have some crazy breaking news right now. Trump's newest victims are a group of Americans that we actually need to survive in this country. The American truck driver. The sad thing is 90% of these truck drivers voted for Trump in the 2024 election. And it doesn't stop there. The whole shipping industry is under attack by Trump. They are collapsing right now, guys, and no one is talking about it. Since April 1st, imports from China have dropped 36%. Ports like Los Angeles are reporting a 35% plunge in cargo. At least 80 cargo ships have gone, canceled, diverted, or are empty. Inside the United States, freight volumes have crashed 14.9% compared to last year. Thousands of truck drivers are now losing loads and losing jobs. Volvo just announced layoffs. 800 American workers are being cut. Independent truckers, the people we keep America running with, are barely surviving. Here's the hardest part. The truck drivers were some of Donald Trump's strongest supporters. 90%, guys, 90% of them voted for Trump. And look how he's treating them. This is insane. I don't understand. This isn't about politics anymore. This is about an American economic collapse happening right before our eyes. And who's paying the price? Truckers, dock workers, small businesses, all of our families.
Washington people, listen up. This is really fucking big. There are no international ships at the shipping ports in Seattle right now, and the last one is scheduled for the 29th. That means that major supply chain issues are gonna start happening really fucking soon and really fast. Basics, household items, things that we buy every day that are from international areas, China, Canada, Mexico, Central America, like we get all over Asia, we get so much stuff, Europe too, from other countries, and we are seeing no international ships. Shelves are going to empty, and we aren't going to be able to get those things back very quickly, and prices are going to go up like crazy, and small businesses, large businesses, all sorts of people that rely on imports and exports are going to see huge changes, and not for the better, really soon. So if there's some essentials that you need, get those. But also remember, shop local, support your community, support your neighbors. And if you need to give money to somebody to get something, support the people in this area that need it during this time, because this is going to hit us financially so hard. Like, the consequences are hard to even picture. It's so huge. So prepare as you need to.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are diving into a major issue that is affecting millions of Americans, and it's happening right now. The port traffic across the United States has taken a major hit. The grocery store shelves are thinning out, and in a shocking twist, the truck drivers, who are the backbone of the supply chain in the United States, are getting deported. This is not even a surprise, because I read some of the comments that majority of the truck drivers actually voted for Donald Trump, and right now they're getting deported. If they don't have a country where they can't get their goods from after implementing the tariffs, they have started deporting the truck drivers. So guys, if you are coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly consider subscribing, give the video a thumbs up, and let's dive in. I'll come back with my commentaries about it.
So not a single international cargo ship at the port of Seattle. The port is effectively dead. The last ship from China will dock at a West Coast port on the 29th. And there's only 3 ports. There's one in Northern California, one in LA, and then Seattle. So one of those 3 ports is getting one last ship from China. After that, the last Chinese ship will dock on the East Coast around May 10th. After that, there will be no more shipments arriving from China. We're about to hit a level of scarcity at retailers nationwide that will make COVID seem like child's play. Don't believe me? Just take a ride on the ferry to Seattle and look south. The port is a ghost town, which it's normally a hustly bustly, super busy, tons of cargo containers. And during COVID, I do remember it was pretty empty because nobody wanted anything from China because, again, China was made out to be the bad guy because of COVID. So
how long will it take for you to have your hours cut, or even worse, lose your job?
Pain starting to hit the ports. This could be a major indicator, too, so watch this story. Overseas shipments from Asia into the Los Angeles area is taking a plunge, we're told, and signs show that it's only going to get worse. William LaJeunesse is live at the Port of Los Angeles, and what are you seeing there with the sun up there in California? William, hello.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Yeah, the ports are seeing more cancellations every day. That means ships not sailing. But it's all about the ripple effect, right? Product availability, consumer price, but also jobs. And nowhere is that more apparent than here at the port of LA in Long Beach, right? This is kind of the canary in the coal mine that you mentioned in this escalating trade war with China. Cancellations are way up. Ship traffic could fall more than 35% in a single month.
In terms of bookings, as it relates to shippings, that's been substantially reduced, anywhere between 30, 35%. In some instances, with some commodities, even up to 50%.
So what does that mean? Well, on average, a container ship carries about 8,000 containers. It takes about 4 days to unload. With traffic down by 3 ships a day, that's 25,000 containers that don't need longshoremen, warehouse workers, or truckers.
The writing is on the wall. If we're not moving containers, there's no work, which means the companies aren't making money. And you have to make money to survive in this environment. It's just the way it is.
So one casualty in this tariff war, Abacus Toys. It designs toys here in LA, but manufactures them in China. But because consumers are not going to pay $50 for a toy that should cost $25, the company is looking for alternatives, but say that could take years.
It's truly going to be a catastrophic year. I mean, more than half of the folks that I know are talking about closing their doors.
So the bottom line is, Bill, we get about $400 billion in trade with China imports. Most of it comes here. People here I've spoken to, they want fair trade. The question is, how long is it going to take to get that before you start losing hours or shifts or even layoffs?
Yeah.
Back to you.
Golden question there. Thank you, William. Nice to see you there on the water there in LA. Thank you.
To be quite honest, ladies and gentlemen, it's already starting to happen. I know a lot of people whose hours have been cut because there's just no work for them because of Donald Trump's tariffs. Who would have thought that doing these tariffs would not only place an additional tax burden on everyday Americans, because we know we are the ones that are paying it, but it also would lead to folks having their hours cut, or even worse, losing their jobs. If this is what you Trump supporters are talking about when you say America first, I want nothing to do with it.
Hi folks, so the United States is going to start seeing shortages in all kinds of products, mainly because of the trade dispute and with things that are kind of hitting the fan right now. So I wanted to do a video on what kind of things from a grocery perspective the United States is going to start seeing problems getting, or they're certainly going to go up in price because of scarcity. And I've got a list of some of them, and these are products which are imported heavily into the United States, just to give you an idea. Now, the example I would give is this. Can you remember during COVID-19, some things were hard to get because of the supply chain issues? The same thing is going to happen to the United States, probably starting now, to be honest, because it takes so long to ship some of this stuff. So I've got a list of some things. Again, these are heavily imported products into the United States. And so if you did want to stock up, you can, or this is where areas where you're going to see food scarcity. First one is actually beef, believe it or not. Beef, US does actually export a lot of its beef. It doesn't do it domestically. seafoods, cereals, avocados, tomatoes, berries, cucumbers, sugar, orange juice, and celery. And those are just a few examples of fruit and vegetables. I wanted to focus on fruit and vegetables for the most part. And of course, beef being the big meat one there as well. So just remember your COVID-19 experiences on trying to get things. This is about to start to happen in the United States now because of the issues relating to tariffs and how tariffs affect supply chains. Folks, my name is Nick. This is my opinion. Please let me know what you think in the comments.
We are trying to bring everything back to America. Donald Trump is trying to bring everything back to America.
I love you guys. Then why is he backing off on all the tariffs, right? Every tariff has been some stupid threat. No one has conceded. No one has given us anything, right? He just puts them on and finds out that Americans are pissed because prices are going up, the stock market's tanking, and he's trying, forget it. I'm going to put a pause on all these tariffs. If you're really trying to do something, you keep the tariffs in, right? Because that's what brings people back. Taking tariffs away, you're not getting anyone back, right? If that's the goal. So do we need tariffs or not? Do we want stuff to come back to this country or do we not? Because he's a flip-flopper. He's absolutely horrible at this. Horrible. All he's done so far is hurt Americans, right? He hasn't done anything to help anyone. Prices are going up. Inflation's going up. Stock market's going down. People aren't happy, right? And you can see that in his approval rating. I think the latest one on Fox News was like 44%, which is the lowest of any president at this point in time. So he's an absolute failure.
So guys, welcome back. Some of the biggest questions I've been asking myself lately since the implementation of the tariffs, are the tariffs causing more harm than good in the United States? And is the United States prepared for the ripple effects on the working class family and even the economy? And who is going to fill the gap if the truck drivers, who are literally the backbone of the supply chain in the United States, get deported? Because the economists are warning that if this trend continues, then there might be a full-blown supply chain crisis in the United States, and even some people might go hungry. Hunger might strike. You know, when the trade war started, some of the Chinese vendors started exposing the brands, and they were literally exposing the brand to an extent that even some of the American citizens wanted to book flight to China to buy the goods directly because they are so cheap in China. And the Chinese vendors also gave out some of the websites where you can buy the goods directly. And I know these websites were blocked in the United States because the trade war between China and the US, it's still going on right now. If you go to the grocery stores, I know the price of groceries will rise. It will be so expensive, and even now it's very expensive. What about the next 2 years? What about in 4 years' time? I know they want to bring manufacturing industries in the United States, but it will take time. They should just accept that they did a mistake. You know, I saw a video of a MAGA supporter still claiming that the tariffs are good in the United States. Maybe I think I'm gonna insert the clip here so that you all can watch it, because the way that man was explaining about the tariffs, it's like he doesn't know how the tariffs work. The tariffs are affecting the US. The small business owners are about to lose their businesses. Some of the businesses have already shut down. Even the major corporations, the big ones, have increased the prices. People are getting laid off just because of these prices, because the companies cannot afford paying workers, and even the price of the goods are high because of the tariffs. I think this is the reason as to why there are major layoffs, and this has led to some of the companies getting boycotted. Because again, they decided to roll back the DEI program. So do you think you will continue shopping there if they decided to roll back the DEI program? You know, the food supply manufacturing schedules, there will be a crisis there just because of the tariffs. Grocery stores are experiencing widespread shortage of fruits, vegetables, the packed foods, and even common household items. You can name them. The prices are spiking. Supply is so down. I don't know, this is the main reason as why they have decided to deport the truck drivers. And why didn't they deport them earlier before the trade war began? Because the consumers right now are feeling the pinch. And if people continue this way, I've seen majority of the Americans moving out of America to other countries to find a better place where they can live, because life is getting expensive each and every day. You live paycheck to paycheck. You can't even afford mortgage. You're working to pay bills. You don't have any saving in your account. What if you have children? How are you going to cater for these children? How are they going to school? How are you going to pay their bills? These are kind of questions that are arising right now. If they could be paying people a good amount of money that you can save some, you can use some to pay your bills, then well. But now people are overworking. Some even working 64 hours a week so that they can feed their families. You know, it's funny that I saw a certain woman, she's from United States, she's white. She was complaining that her husband is working for 64 hours a week to a point that he can't even get time for them, and the woman wanted them to go out and enjoy themselves as a family. You know, this woman is a stay-at-home mom. She's spending all her time with the baby. I don't know how old the baby is, but if the baby is old enough, maybe the woman can decide to take the baby to the kindergarten, get a job, maybe 25 hours a week to help this man, because the man was working effortlessly. Imagine 64 hours a week. You'll get home so tired. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section about these tariffs and the truck drivers getting deported. To my thoughts, I think they are getting deported because the countries where they were getting their goods from, there has been a trade war between them and the US. Now they have stopped supplying these goods to the United States, and the truck drivers, what will they deliver? Will they supply? Some even are at home right now. There is a nice comment I read about that woman was saying that during the Biden era, her husband, who is a truck driver, used to work full time. They had good amount of money, but now 4 months the husband is just at home for quite a long period of time, and she's getting bored. I think maybe because she was used that the husband was going out all the time and she was spending time alone. You know, some of the introvert people, the way they are always, and it's kind of affecting her. Or perhaps they don't have that food at home, or that amount of money that can help them survive at home. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section about all these tariff issues in the United States. How has it affected you, and how are you maneuvering on? If you find this video helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up, and also if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, kindly give hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and subscribe. I will honestly appreciate it. Until next time guys, see you on our next episode. Bye.